Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzers. If you are a woman of color, then you know the hunt for bronzers that actually show up on our skin tone is never ending. Like, we are barely even considered in the spectrum whenever brands bring out a new bronzer. But Charlotte Tilbury not so long ago brought out 4 shades of bronzers, and the third and the fourth shade I would say is very impressive, you know, for us women of color. So today I'm going to be trying them out for you guys. I'm going to be showing you what the shades are like. And I happen to be scrolling around somewhere on the internet. I don't know if it was on my Facebook, Instagram, or somewhere like that, and I saw the advertisement of her new bronzer, and I was very impressed by the redness or the reddy undertone of it. So I strolled into Selfridges as per usual, and you know, I was like, let me just try out the bronzer. So I approached the counter and asked them to try it on for me. Obviously, because of this whole COVID-19, you know, lockdown situation, you can't actually make contact with the products. They can't give them to you to hold, or you can't really try them out. She gave me a sample or a little bit of the powder from the number 3 on a piece of tissue, and I tried it on the left side, and then I decided, you know, let me just try the darker shade, which is deep, which is number 4. And when I tried it on with the lights and everything, you know, the look of it and how, you know, airbrushed the shade actually looked, because it really did look airbrushed with a really nice red warm undertone, I was definitely sold on number 3. But obviously I left the counter, walked away from it, and I saw my cousin and I said to her, you know, which one do you prefer? And she said to me, I prefer number 4. So I was sort of in between minds. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to get, so I decided to get the 2 of them. So today I'm going to be trying them out, and you guys can just drop a comment in the comment section and tell me which one you think looks better on my skin tone, which one, you know, gives me more nice contour, more airbrush bronzy type of look. So yeah, as you can see, I've already applied some makeup onto my eyes. I'm going to be just doing my full face makeup for you guys, and then we're going to be going on to the bronzers. So I'm going to be applying my NYX Professional Pore Filler Primer as my base. That's what I'm going to be working with first. Then I'm going to be applying my Estee Lauder Double Wear Long Wear Foundation, and I'm going to be mixing it with my Kat Von D foundation. This is medium neutral 65, but it's too light, and this is Amber Honey, and this is too dark, so I'm just combining the 2 of them. Now I actually haven't get a chance to sample Charlotte Tilbury's foundation. I have noticed they're making a bit of stir, but I haven't ventured that direction as yet. Like I said, bronzers, these are the first that I'm trying out, the first of the Charlotte Tilbury brands that I'm trying out. But what I find very impressive is her packaging, which I'm going to show you guys in a bit. It is like I saw a YouTuber refer to it as bougie. It's pretty much. Oh yeah, and I'm still using my hands. I don't know why. And by the way, if you guys have not seen my recent review of Pat McGrath foundation, I'm gonna you can just click the card to the top of this video. Hence why I'm still using my hands, because I use my hands to apply my foundation. You know, back in the day, everybody used to use their hands applying foundation. That used to be the better way, you know, until things got so fancy with all these brushes and these tools and different techniques and so forth. Okay, then I'm going to be going in with my NARS concealer in the shade Biscuit. Okay, so I'm just going to let my concealer set a little bit. Then I'm going in with my Anastasia contour stick in the shade Truffle. No. Okay, now I'm just going in with my beauty blender just to blend out my contour, or should I say my highlight, and then onto my contour. Then I'm going to be going in with my Ben Nye under eye powder just to set my concealer. So I actually have the shade number 4 deep and the shade number 3 tan. Now, like I said to you initially, I was actually sold on this shade. Now let's just take a moment to look at Charlotte Tilbury's packaging for her bronzers. I mean, like I said, I saw a YouTuber refer to this package as bougie, and bougie is absolutely it, but it is absolutely stunning. So this is actually a rose gold chrome looking type of package, and it is absolutely gigantic. So this is another impressive thing about this bronzer. You are getting quite a generous amount of bronzer, and this actually has in 16 grams of powder. Let me just compare that to my Fenty bronze. 6.2 grams of powder, and then there's Charlotte Tilbury with 16 grams of bronzer. Hello. Okay, we're not gonna be running out of this. Let me just show you guys what the shade looks like. So this is the shade number 3. As you can see, this has a really beautiful tan brown shade. Let me just swatch it for you guys. Ooh, excuse my foundation as per usual. Ooh. And there you can see a nice beautiful reddy brown shade. Somewhat, it's a little bit cool toned, but still really pretty, and it's really smooth. Okay, it literally feels quite airbrushed as well. I am absolutely in love with this shade. I mean, like I said to you, I initially was sold on the number 3, and then when I came across the number 4, I wasn't too sure. So I'm going to show you guys what the number 4 shade looks like. Again, the same packaging, and this is the number 4 compared to the number 3. Ooh. Okay, so at glance, even now, I'm still in love with this shade. But obviously, you know, I feel like this is going to give me a more deeper contour type of shade and a lot more definition. But this one is very warm, a really nice, beautiful, somewhat natural shade, but it will show up really beautifully, I think. So I'm going to be showing you guys right now how this looks on the skin. But nonetheless, the packaging is beautiful. There's a generous amount, and these shades are definitely brown girl friendly. Usually I've learned to be a lot more sparing with my bronzers these days. But we're gonna just apply it quite generously just so you guys can see the shade on my skin and how it looks. So I'm going in with my Morphe E41 brush. I'm just gonna gently tap it because we do not want, you know, I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that, but just go in a little bit more. So as you can see, this shade, even though it looks so brown in the pan, it's definitely buildable. It goes on quite subtle, but it is nice and warm. It's a beautiful bronze, a nice light bronze shade. And I think that was the vibe that I kind of got from the number 3, hence why I decided to get the number 4 as well, because I wasn't quite sure the type of bronze that I was going to be getting with the number 3. So I'm just going to go back in again with the brush just to see. Okay, so one thing I will say, so now when I tried it on in the store, obviously she popped a little bit of it onto a tissue. So when I applied it with tissue. So the way it went on compared to now is quite different. So as you can see, this bronzer is very soft. It is obviously very buildable, but it's very much very soft. So yeah, so I was actually right. My expectation of the bronzer, so it is showing, but it's very much quite soft. There's nothing wrong with that, but it all depends on the look that I want to go for, you know. So yeah, let's just try the number 4 now, and I'm going to be trying the number 4 with my Morphe RO brush. Now obviously if you guys use a different brush, let me just try the number 3 with a smaller contour brush. just so you can have an idea as well. So I'm going to be going in with this brush right here. Where are we? Okay, so even with a smaller brush that's a bit more tightly, more densely packed, this bronzer is still very natural and subtle looking on the skin, but it's still really pretty. But it's a very natural bronzer. But this is usually the type of bronzer that I would go for. But as of lately, I've been going a little bit more deeper shades just to get a bit more definition. So I'm gonna try out the number 4 now for you guys. So as you can see, I might have taken my bronzer a little bit too low, but okay. So I'm just trying to diffuse it a little bit because I think I went a little bit too all right. So instantly you can see that the number 4 has a lot more pigment. It's a lot more deeper instantly. Ooh. Okay, so obviously if I was to be applying this to wear on a regular day, I would go in with a very, very, very soft hand because this actually makes me look a bit more bruised. So let's just cover this up a little bit with some of my powder and just see how it looks. Let's just try that again, just to soften it up. Okay, yeah. And I think I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush just to give you the definition that I can highlight with this bronzer. So I'm gonna with a very small brush because this actually can be used as a contour shade. So I'm thinking if I'm gonna wear this, I would probably go in right here and just concentrate the depth of this bronzer right here and sort of diffuse it. Ooh. Oh, that's not the bronzer, that's just a blemish on my skin. So I would sort of use this to give my face a bit more definition as opposed to an overall bronze. And if I'm going to do an overall bronze, I would have to be extremely sparing with the number 4 bronzer. So yeah, both of these shades are quite pretty nice brown. So yeah, these are what the shades look like. So I'm gonna just quickly pop off camera. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on this bronzer and which one I think would be best for me and which one I think I like the most. Alright guys, so I quickly went off camera and finished the rest of this look. So Charlotte Tilbury bronzers. So I'm gonna have to say the number 3, which I was originally sold on, would have been nice. It would have been subtle. It would have been a good pick for my complexion, and then obviously I would have been able to build it up. And then I'm gonna have to say the number 4. I would say if you're a couple shades deeper than myself, then this would be perfect for you. I would have to say when I applied it, my face looked a little bit bruised, and obviously it might have been my technique, I might have been my brush. So if I'm gonna use the number 4, I would have to apply it extremely sparingly and a tiny touch of it in the crease. Sorry, let me just pop this one up here because I have the number 3 here and the number 4 here. Yeah, if I'm gonna be applying the number 4, I would have to apply a touch of it in the crease of my contour or in the hollows of my cheeks. But the number 3 is a nice subtle light shade, so it's cool. It's a bit cool yet warm at the same time. So yeah, this would warm up the cheeks nice and subtle for me, but this one is extremely intense, and yeah, I can pretty much use this as a contour shade. But all in all, these powders are really nice. I do love the shades. They do give you an airbrushed finish or an airbrush feel and look when you apply it. Again, perhaps it's my applicator, but yeah, these two shades are definitely women of color friendly, and I would still recommend both shades for the same purposes, obviously to use in the hollow or just the beginning of the hollows of the cheek, and then you can phase it out with the number 3. But yeah, those are the Charlotte Tilbury bronzers for you guys, and yeah, I'm quite sold on these. So yeah guys, so this is the end of my review of the Charlotte Tilbury bronzers. Please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. Please tell me which one of these bronzers, which shade you preferred on my complexion. And if you do like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button and stay tuned for my upcoming videos, guys. So I'm aiming to drop a video twice a week. I'm aiming for a Wednesday and a Sunday, you guys. So stay tuned and follow me on my YouTube journey. Bye, guys.